and welcome to Daily Ad Brief. My name is Greg Kirkham, and this is Marketing and Beyond. Today we're visiting with Frank Cohen from Clever Moe, a groundbreaking marketing AI app that helps businesses identify and target audiences for ads and networks they're most likely to reach them on. Frank, that was a mouthful, but I'm excited to have you on the show.
Thank you, Greg. I appreciate you letting me be here. It's a marketing AI that plugs into, say, a Shopify store or into a website. It understands what the Shopify store is trying to sell. So you identify which product in your store you want to sell. And then it knows where the audiences are that are already talking about interests around that product. So instead of just kind of blindly accepting that Facebook or Google will run your ad to the correct audience, Clever Moe Marketing AI knows where those audiences are across 6 digital ad networks. So that's like LinkedIn and Google, Facebook, YouTube, Reddit, and Twitter. And it automatically finds the audiences for a marketer and then places the ads across all of the 6 digital ad networks.
Wow. Now, I hear that you have some fantastic tips for marketing. Do you mind telling us a bit more about your business and how it's changed with the platforms?
Sure. So, it used to be that you could depend on, say, Facebook Ad Manager to kind of pick the audiences for you, but that doesn't work anymore for them. And that's because of changes in kind of worldwide privacy policy that ended a technology that existed in all of our browsers called third-party cookies. Basically, those third-party cookies would allow Facebook and the other ad networks to kind of track where you were going from one domain to another. For example, you might see an ad for a product on Facebook, but then go over to YouTube to check out an unboxing video of it, and then go over to Amazon store and check out the customer comments. Well, with third-party cookies, the ad networks like Facebook or Google could track the person's progress from one ad network, from one site to another. All of that went away over the last 2 years. So now the average cost of a Facebook ad is over a year ago is about 3 times more expensive. And the actual return on ad spending that you get, the people who actually buy your product from seeing your ad, that tends to be 3 to 5 times more expensive just over the last year.
Yeah, we've noticed in marketing, we've noticed a major increase in how much we have to spend for that customer acquisition, right? And with this, basically, from my understanding, it helps to bridge that gap and be able to track more effectively.
Yes, definitely. So think of it as this kind of AI technology that you plug into your store, and it's going to be able to find the audiences for you because it's currently tracking the public discussions of 3.5 billion people. And that's spread over 6 different ad networks. So you might be really good at, say, Facebook advertising and wonder, well, if I ran my same ads on Twitter, would I get an equal response and an equal result in terms of sales? With Clever Moe, we already know where the audiences are on Twitter, and we interface with the Twitter ad system so that all you have to do is place your ad once with us on Facebook, and we include placing it on those 5 other ad networks. And then we produce a beautiful dashboard that shows you the results in total, like here's how many clicks you got, here's how many engagements you got in total, and then also broken out by ad network. So you could tell, for example, if, say, the clicks that your ads are getting on Facebook are, say, 35 cents per click versus the $8 that they might cost on Twitter per click. So we save you a bunch of money by doing that.
Wow. Well, it sounds like you offer way more value than, say, just I like to call it the spray and pray approach, right? Where you're putting it out there on a platform and just hoping that some money comes back. This way, it's much more guided.
That's right. It's much more guided. Also, it's managing the ads as they actually run. So the audiences that it picked or that you suggested to it that aren't working, it removes those audiences from your ad spending. And then it adds more to test to see do the additional audiences actually work. It does all of that for you automatically.
Wow. Well, thank you so much, Frank, for coming on the show today. It was a pleasure being able to speak with you. If you would like to learn more about Clever Moe and what they've been up to, visit dailyadbrief.com.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of